Welcome, everyone, to Nobody Listens to Lance. Today, we're going to talk about something that's near and dear to me, and that is my Florida State Seminoles. Um, Lost a tough game against Georgia Tech, um, a game that we were favored to win. And I want to start by just talking about that game and how, as a fan, I have to understand that turning a team over in a season is very difficult. Uh, Coach Mike um, is known for being very detail oriented. Um, and I want to just say that there were some things that I saw that I thought was different with Coach Mike's teams versus Coach Willie's team. Um, Coach Taggart's teams were often very undisciplined. Um, Now, and let me just talk about I guess there's levels to discipline. Okay. So these are the unsportsmanlike conducts. These are the um, not getting out on the field in time, illegal substitutions, and then there's things like illegal shifts that sometimes plagues all offenses. But we have to understand that this is year one for all these guys learning a new offense. So sometimes you're going to have those um, pre-snap penalties. But what we did not see were things like the wide receiver off the line of scrimmage, those type of penalties. I do believe the team played more discipline in terms of um, alignments. Missed tackles still plagued us, but you have things like you look at like the special teams coverage. Um, um, you look at Jay ready to return the ball versus last year we're just fair catching it. I mean, we're looking. There is a distinct change about how we look. Um, Coach Atkins will need time for this offensive line. Um, the offensive line for years has been one of the worst in football. So this is not anything that new to us as fans. Um, Obviously, we need him healthy, um, and I believe if we don't lose half the offensive line to injuries or reshuffling, we have a much better chance to win this game. One thing that I was a little disappointed about is our push up front, considering we have one of the best defensive lines in the country. Um, and I thought that we should probably play more press coverage. I didn't really feel like Georgia Tech boasted anything that um, any world beaters on the outside. Let me just say that, especially with a true freshman quarterback. Um, After looking at Sims uh, against UCF, I do think that Coach Taggart made the right. I'm sorry, Coach Norvell made the right decision in letting him go. Um, I do think he's a talented kid. I don't think he's the best fit for Florida State, especially once the line is solidified and we are requiring our quarterbacks to run more of a pro style where we're operating from the pocket. Whereas Sims makes a lot of plays after they're breaking down with athleticism. So, you have to understand that that's um, long term, it's not the best fit. Um, I want to talk about the Hurricanes. So I watched the Hurricanes game versus Louisville last night. They got gouged with a lot of stretch plays. Obviously we have better talent in the backfield, um, and I hope that Coach Norvell deploys some of that, which I've seen him run some of that in Memphis. And I want to just say to the Norvell family, I hope you guys get to feeling better soon. Um, we don't wish that on anyone. Um, so I understand that he'll be coaching remotely or whatever, but Miami's offensive line is also you know they're not light years ahead of ours. And so I do hope that the defensive line will come to play. Let me just say this: it's a rivalry game. They will come to play, right? This is the problem with Coach Taggart because if you stand in front of us and say, "Hey, I'm not, I'm not getting these kids motivated. If these kids can't get motivated to play a hated rival like Miami, then of course you don't need to coach anywhere. I digress. But they'll be ready. So the defensive line will come to play. Miami also doesn't boast a lot of world beating talent on the outside, so hopefully we can get up in those receivers. The one concern I have is King, who played outstanding read option football yesterday, but you know, maybe I guess maybe we'll spy, maybe we'll just bring pressure. I don't know, but um, I do suspect us to play a better game, and I do suspect the season to get better. But we have to understand that that it takes time. Number one, you got to change the culture, which I think Coach Norvell has done a great job of doing up to this point. But also, you have to understand that to get the type of talent necessary to win championships, it doesn't matter how much skill you have on the speed positions or outside positions, skill positions. If you don't have the talent in the trenches, it's going to kill you every time. Alabama won national championships running power eye football because they dominated the trenches. Even though they did have talent on the outside, it their skill positions weren't necessarily the highlight. It was that they became a offensive and defensive lineman factory. And Unfortunately, Clemson has done a good job of doing some of the same things. So that's my take, just on what we got up to this point. I do believe that we are closer to what we think we are than a lot of people give us credit for. I'm a thirsty fan as well, and I want to just taste success. It's been a rough few years, even on the backside of Jimbo's years, um, which honestly, which right on the backside of Bobby's, years. So, you know, I wanted to, guys. I wanted to, but we have to be patient. And I want everyone to please like, share this, and let's get ready. Next Saturday is showtime. Go Noles. Thank you.